Hi everybody, welcome back. Thaumaturge with me, Sid, and we're back at the base. I've just been killing things and just doing a few things and bits and pieces, but I wanted to have a quick... Where are we? If I were a hopper duct, I want hopper. I want a hopper. So if I want a hopper... Sorry, let me stop pronouncing this with a fake vampire accent. If I want a hopper, I am going to want a... Oops, I didn't really want that much. So I'm going to want a... In fact, I'm going to want 2 chests because, you know, I do. Yeah, I'm just playing around with, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With some suggestions for blood magic. Let me have a look. Have I got... Yes, I have. Excellent. One suggestion that came along was this. Quite simply this anyway, for the time being, as a temporary thing. So blank slates. Blank slates are a pain, and I said that they... oh, go away, I don't want you. First things first, apparently you can use chiseled glowstone. I don't have chisel, so it's irrelevant, but you can use chiseled glowstone. At the time, the last time I attempted this, you couldn't. So, yeah. Damn it. No, that's not what I wanted. How am I going to do this? Let me try something like, say, this. Like that. So, the problem when you're doing this, when you get beyond a tier, when you're doing a tier 1 altar, this is relatively easy to do because you can sit there and you can put your stone in, and once it's finished it won't cook any further. But a tier 2 altar, well, a tier 2 altar can be a bit more of a pain because it will think. So we can put our blank slate in there, that's our filter, and if I put this in, make it a tier 2 altar again and place that in there. Now in theory what should happen is when that's finished, the hopper should pull it out and stick it in the chest. In theory, yes, it did. Excellent. Now the question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can just sit here and run these through. Now we could in theory pipe in 8 through a hopper, just as many we've got enough in there to make another 8, as I say, 8 of these, but it's as easy just to run this through for the time being. As we get further down and we start to get, you know, automatic sacrifices and rituals and all sorts of things going on there, then this will be less of an issue. But right now, this is just a quick way. I thought, well, it was suggested, I can't remember who suggested it. I know Neil suggested it with hoppers, and I can't remember who suggested it using a grated hopper, but thank you for everybody who made all those suggestions. Really useful stuff. Obviously Forge is now out for 1.94, and quite a lot of the mods I am using in this pack are already in 1.9. There is one, well, there's several mods. I mean, for one, the journey map hasn't updated. There is one mod which is really going to hold things up and slow things down, and hasn't been updated to 1.9, and that is Thaumaturge. That's a biggie. Last thing I checked on the forum, Azanor is having difficulties porting Thaumaturge to 1.9. So yeah, there's no solid thing going on yet with that, shall we say. All right, I'm going to take this out for the time being, just because I want all of those. But that was just kind of a proof of concept, just to see whether that bit worked. Right, so if we take that and those, where did I put all of that smooth stone? I did have a big, here we go, another batch of smooth stone. So if we split this and do that, we need 25 of these, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, let's see how many we can get out of this lot. Not 25, that's for certain. I need more smooth stone. 14, I only need 11 more, but I definitely need more smooth stone, and I haven't got a huge amount on me. So let me go and grab some smooth stone. We're going to get this tier 3 blood altar done, and then I want to actually start to look at using some of the features of blood magic a little bit more constructively. At the moment we are really pushing blood magic for the sake of blood magic, which is in itself not a huge problem. Yeah, we need more. We definitely need more smooth stone, don't we? What's going to be the best way to do this? I don't really want to waste time and effort cooking all of this. My God, look at that. We're not going to be shy of food for a good length of time now. Let me just sort myself out some smooth stone. I'll be back in. Alright, I had actually got more smooth stone cooking. I've just gone and had a run-in with a few zombies on the way over. And yeah, so we need, what did I say? 11. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, and one more for 25. Leaves a couple of blank runes spare and some stuff and spare stuff. So armed with that and armed with that, we should be able to check that we are still a tier 2 altar. And if we go and take out those and replace it with, now these are still just bog standard runes, so there's nothing to get excited about at this stage. But hello piggy. Yeah, this is definitely getting us to tier 3. Now we do need to get to a tier 4 altar. That is our target for one of the items from blood magic that I really want, which is the teleposer. There is actually a few other things I want to play with though before then. It was 20. Oh dear. How stupid am I? Well, don't answer that. So we've got a tier 3 altar. We are there. We are living the dream. So what can we do with the tier 3 altar? Well, let's start off with, we need to have a look at some sigils. And one of the, was it you? Transposition. Or was it that one? There was things, which I'm very close. Not sure. Let me just check and double check a few things, and I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm just trying to. There's so much in blood magic, and so much is different, and it is really confusing. But I think I have a kind of a plan. We're going to try and, for starters, just get some of the basic sigils, or one or two of them. And to do that, I am going to need, get back down there, thank you. 1, 2, 3. I need another bucket, so I need 2 buckets. And we're going to go with a water sigil. Now, to make a water sigil, we're going to need to make in the Hellfire Forge this. So we need sugar and 2 water buckets. Sugar everywhere, and not a drop to drink. I know that isn't even vaguely related to the actual poem, but there you go. So, sleepy sleep time quickly, and we'll check this out. And once we got to the tier 3, then we can start to look a little bit, I think, down the line at the rituals. Obviously the ritual system is still in place. Oh dear, what's going on here? Come here, give me that water, thank you. Right, I need a little teeny weeny bit of sugar. The best way to get a little teeny weeny bit of sugar is to make it. Yeah, and then we'll throw that. I don't want it. Just cluttering up my inventory, which is traditionally, as you know, always cluttered anyway. So yeah. So we'll head over to the Hellfire Forge for starters, and we'll double check what we can use for this. It's going to have we can actually use the thing. It uses a minimum of 10, drained 3. So minimum of 10, drain 3. We'll use this Tartaric gem. We'll stick in those and that. Now I don't know whether we get the buckets back or not. If we don't, we don't. That we can live with. Oh, we do. Excellent. And we get a water reagent. We should have a blank slate. We do. And what we need then is this. And we're going to put our sigil down here. We're going to use our water reagent. And then we're going to pop a blank slate down. And eventually, sigil, and this is the water sigil. Obviously not bound to anybody. Let me also get my divination sigil. I have got 4,300 life LP in my network. Let me go and find somewhere here. Bonk. I have 4,000. So for 100 life points, I can make water. Not bad. Don't need to ever worry about not having a water bucket, and I don't know whether that will work in the Nether. I can't recall whether it did or not, but we can find out, can't we? So that's the thing. There is also the lava sigil. Because we're not using lava power for anything particularly in this, it's not one that I'm overly desperate to get. The sigil of the fast miner. Green Grove could be very useful down the line. Okay. Water sigil. No, it just vanishes. Which is probably right. Now, I mean, most of the magic mods respect the lack of water in the Nether rule. The one that didn't used to do that was the Ars Magica. Terrible, the water bucket. If you made a water bucket spell, then that would go against the grain. So the other thing we're going to need, most of the stuff we've done is with these petty Tartaric gems. We need to upgrade to a lesser Tartaric gem and eventually to a common. The lesser is basically, we're going to need another Tartaric gem with a minimum of 60 will in it. We need another petty Tartaric. We need a diamond, lapis, and redstone block. I'm going to take... I haven't got enough. Oh, I not got enough. Was that what I went running off for when we went mining? If you haven't guessed, by the way, this is being recorded after the holiday, and I'm now trying to remember what we actually went hunting for when we were off on our little mining expedition. whatever it was, it ain't in that lot. There we go. So we needed another block of lapis. I'm going to need more of these at some point as well. And we want another diamond. So let us go and see about getting the Thaumaturge gems upgraded, and that will give us the ability to collect more will, which will give us the ability to upgrade the next tier of Thaumaturge gem. Right, so we need in the Hellfire Forge. Let me grab you. You are a full Thaumaturge gem. So, and this one's not really very full, so we'll use that, and that. And that should do its thing. While that's doing its thing, I am going to get this, and I'll chuck those back in there for now. So that gives us the lesser Thaumaturge gem. And as I say, to get to the common Thaumaturge gem, we need to have a minimum of 240, and it's going to drain 50, and we need a lesser. So we realistically want to get another one of the. Oh, I haven't got. Have I got gold? I have got gold, haven't I? It's in one of these bags. Let me get a piece of gold. A piece of lapis, a piece of redstone. Where I may be falling short now. Nope, we're okay. We've got a piece of glass. Might as well use some of that. So this should make us another lesser Thaumaturge. And that one required a minimum of 60, so we can pop. Hang on. This is a lot of juggling around to ensure that you have got what you need to do all this fiddle-faddling around. So that should give us 2 of these, and then this one will require 1 full and a lesser with a block of gold, a diamond and an imbued slate to get to a tier 3 one. Okay, yeah. So armed with that, I'm going to go and hover by my mob spawner and kill mobs for a while. I'll probably do it wearing the coat of arms, and the objective is to fill this, which is obviously going to take more power, but that's not where I want it to be. Here we go. So yeah, that's my next job. I should probably clear out this a bit as well. Let me clear this out. So yeah, I'll be back in a little. All right, so I've been sat there culling critters. I've filled 2 coats of arms that are just shy of the 3rd one. But it occurred to me that we have actually got something which could make life significantly easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in there to make me one of those. So we have a mod on here called Soul Shards the Old Way, which uses this structure he placed in the world, and not that bag, one of these, which will make us an unbound soul shard. So I'm not entirely certain of is Now, soul shards used to, or in some variations of soul shards, we should say, it would actively stop you gaining souls from spawned souls. So we're going to try and see whether that's the case, because if it isn't, we have the capability. We need to obviously do some of this stuff, but we have the capability. Nope, it's bound to zombie. So we can make a soul shard that is basically OP as hell. And yeah, I'm deactivating and reactivating this because as this Thaumaturge gem gains power, you can see there's decimals appearing. So as it gains power, it is this gets more efficient at extracting will and yada yada basically. Okay, and then we can pop. Where's my tools? Tools bag. So that's 3. I've got 1 more to do. We'll fill that up, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, well, we killed another 40 zombies. I've filled another coat of arms. I've also filled my life point network. I've emptied them, so I've got 25,000 LP in my network. And we are now at the stage. Oh, hello, creeper. We're at the stage where we can make the next level of Thaumaturge gem, which is 240 will in a thing. Now we've got 256, which I think is the max. That's full on, full. So the uses for that. Let's have a look at Thaumaturge gem. We need a diamond. We need a gold block, and we need an imbued slate. So let's just run down here, grab a diamond, grab a gold block, got that slate, we just need to upgrade it. And oh, look at this chucklehead. That's right, die. He's right over there, isn't he? Run away and get in the trees. My technique for avoiding creepers. Run away and hide in a tree. It works. It does work. Oh, hello, skeleton. Oh, hello, creeper. Hello, skeleton. Hello, zombie. Don't mind zombies. Zombies add to the count, the kill count. Right, what? Oh, there you are. Would love to know what that hostile mob is that's showing up on the thing, unless it is one of those flying wee beasties. So anyway, yeah, what were we doing? We were going to take you out. Oh, crap. We're going to take you out, and we were going to put a blank slate in and let it infuse to the next level. It should be an imbued slate, and it should take 2,000 life points. All things being equal. Cooking with blood. Yeah, I don't think that would overly be a successful show unless it was, you know, the joys of black pudding or something. Reinforced slate, imbued slate, which is tier 3. Okay, it needs hang on, let me just double check that. It's tier 3, 5,000 life points. How much is in there? 7,000 life points. Let's make an imbued slate then. Do some more cooking with some blood. Yeah, so where are we? Where's my tool bag? Tools. Wish you could dye these, that would make life easier. So we've got 2 full coats of arms, 2 empty coats of arms going on there. We've got this one, as I say, is nice and shiny and full. We're just waiting. Did that do? Is that done? Yeah, it is done. Alright, that's fine. I'm like, is that done? I have no idea. I've completely forgotten what I'm making here. That, and that. So we're going to take you out. We're going to put you in there. We're going to stick in that, and that. So that's got 256. This needed 240, and it was going to use 50. So that's fine. That gives us a common Thaumaturge gem, which we will need for further work down the line. Now I wonder if I is there any way to combine? No. No, I think we are kind of stuck with these having these large things. Now this is the one I want to fill up, and the reason for that is with you can use that to make all of the gems or the Thaumaturges. Sentient bow. I might have to make one of those. And you've got the various reagents we want. Now the one we want is, if I can find it, binding reagent, which has to have a common Thaumaturge. It's going to have a minimum of 400 on there. It's going to drain 10. So I'm going to have to do a whole load of grinding with this setup to get to the point where we can actually get a binding reagent. With a binding reagent will give us the ability to get a bound sword and bound armor should we wish it, which we will wish it because bound armor is cool. Or I should say living armor. And yeah, I need to do a lot of grinding, a lot of chopping things up, and a lot of killing things. You know, usual kind of stuff. What that will give us at the end of all of that is hopefully a tier 4 or 5 soul shard ultimately. And I brought a whole load of these over just to basically get rid of some of the crap that we've been accumulating over in the mob farm there. And these are quite handy because they've got potential in them, so with it being enchanted, and there's a few other bits and pieces of stuff in there, so that gives me the opportunity to things. So yeah, living armor, bound sword, and that will obviously allow us to play with the new living armor system, which is completely new and shiny in Blood Magic. The new version is not the old let's make a suit of armor and be completely invulnerable thing by adding sigils to it. It is a different system entirely. But I do need to butcher a whole load of mobs. I need to, obviously that will give me that. It'll allow me to fill up this as well. I would like to have got the tier 3 orb done, but I think that is somewhat optimistic at this stage because we need 25,000 LP to do that. And actually, no, that's not optimistic, is it? I think we could probably do that next time, get the tier 3 orb done. I think that's definitely doable. So yeah, not a huge amount done this episode. Well, not a huge amount done creatively, but we have got, you know, quite on with the common, obviously the greater and the grand. Yeah, nether star, wheat blood shards, demon will crystals. So these are obviously where we're getting very expensive, but at this stage, yeah, the common's more than adequate for what we want. We just need to fill it up, and that should, I think, do us for this episode. We will we'll get somewhere along the line. Obviously, have all of this stuff. Well, it hasn't got any value anyway. Yeah, yeah, so until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. As I say, we will hopefully achieve a little bit more next episode. But until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.